Okay, so we're here in Bray. About time we got out of Dublin. We're just south of the capital. We're in County Wicklow, and just to keep everyone else in the country happy, we're not just showing off Dublin. We made it to the most typical part of Bray for anyone that's visiting, and this is Bray Head we're standing at the minute, and you can see the town behind us, and of course the Irish Sea. Not so bad. What do you reckon, Noel?
We got out of the pubs finally, yeah.
Out of the pubs for now.
Just a little rough this morning, but it's nice to get out of the pubs. We thought there's so much more on offer. We might as well start now. Perfect time. Lockdown 3.5 or whatever you want to call it. So we might as well.
And I mean, this is the start of October, and as you can see, the weather's cracking. Everyone always gives out about our weather.
It's not always raining, is it? No. You should bring always your rain gear. Always have at hand a nice jacket. But as you say, it's the start of October, and look at this, absolutely gorgeous. I've been coming here since I'm a child, and it's not too often you get days like this. In fairness, the Irish Sea out there looking like a mirror. So it is.
A mirror. Good reflection, hey.
So Bray is only 20k. From Dublin, so a lot of people come here for the day, have their fish and chips. People have been doing that for well over 150 years. The Esplanade here has been relatively untouched since then.
There's been lots of people travelling to Bray for many, many years, as you know. Lovely Victorian town.
Of course, you have the options of Bray Head, walking the Greystones, and go for a dip, you know, which we'll think about doing that later. We'll see. I'm not too sure yet. The only thing I'd warn you, bring a pair of sandals or booties or something like that, because it's not a nice sandy beach. It's full of pebbles, full of stones. You'd be doing a funny walk, on the way out of the water.
Yeah, when you have to have your little booties, or you have to have your swim shoes. And now with the winter months coming in, you have to have your little gloves on. So you go down with your hat on, woolly hat, wrapped up well, quick dip. We've always been sea swimmers. We were born in Bray and we loved the sea. My dad, who's sitting here behind us, the boss man, he moved to Bray in the 60s, opened a cafe.
What's his face is here from here as well? Hosier.
Oh yeah.
Hosier.
And Katie.
Whoever you want to say. Oh yeah, and of course Katie Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Best pro female boxer in the world, I reckon, holding all the belts, and yeah, she obviously from here, trained out of Bray.
So there's serious sea swimmers, there are social dippers, lots of coffee sippers, we also have cocktail drinkers, we do full moon swims, dog walkers, we do full moon, we do swim rises, there's just an amazing swim community actually on the seafront. Obviously during COVID times things are a bit restricted, but in general we have great live music, a really lovely comedy scene here in Bray as well. Down the Harbour bar we've got we've candlelit sessions. We really try to encourage the arts.
I think there's about 6 productions on currently across Dublin and Wicklow at the moment. So a lot of filming going on. Braveheart was made up here.
It was, yeah.
And scenes from P.S. I Love You.
Ah, yeah. There's a little over the hills.
Over them hills yonder.
He found a woman from New York just wandering around the mountains on her own.
Wandering around here, yeah.
Jesus.
Horror movie called Shrooms.
Oh, that was good. And we're trying to be good today, staying off the drink, James, aren't we? But what about having one? We'll just have the one.
One small one. Count of one. Count of one.
Small. One and a small one.
Yeah, and a cut of a large one as well, isn't it?
So Mal, out of everything you have on the menu, what is the most popular dish?
Most popular dish is definitely the fish and chips.
I can see why, to be honest with you. It was delicious.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. It's it flies out the door, but we do our best. Spice box is close to it as well, fish bits with the spices. Tried and copy a spice bag. It's sort of something that started off as a little side venture that's sort of grown as the years have progressed. So it has come up to being fish bar as it is now. So they used to do burgers and stuff before, but then somebody had the idea, why we don't just do fish? We're right beside the sea.
Ireland's an island, and you'd assume we eat a lot of seafood, but we don't. It's a shame. There's over 40 different types of fish in that water that we export, that are classed as delicacies in Spain and in France. Well, the fish that we eat here would be more tuna from a can, cod deep fried and battered. Not only do we not eat enough seafood compared to the European average, but Irish people, compared to our European neighbours, they don't swim. It's something like 20% of Irish people, adults, don't know how to swim. It's quite high considering we're surrounded by water. There's an old Irish proverb, I'm not going to say it because me Gaelic's now not the best, but basically translates to beware of the sea. So I don't know, maybe it's because we have a rich farming history, we have an option of food here on land, and it's a bit scary. People didn't tend to venture out there and learn the skills acquired to go fishing. So I don't know why, we don't eat it, but we should eat more.
And we will today.
And in the spice bag, what mixes in it? A bit of calamari. I definitely had
calamari, prawns, and then the scraps off the fish that we use.
Nice.
All over ourselves. Fish fresh in
Not the offcuts, just the scraps.
Just the scraps, yeah. Keep the good bits for the cat.
This is something I haven't really seen before. The
white bait.
Yes. Very a little bit of spice to it as well.
Yeah, we take a little bit of spice from the spice bag, throw that onto it just to give it a bit of a kick. Lemon, fresh herbs.
Dublin Bay prawns, very well known. Salmon is also very popular, of course, throughout the country. Smoked salmon, poached salmon. And as Noel was saying, the more regular deep fried cod, haddock, whatever else you'd get.
Do you have a bit of ray?
Bit of ray as well, if you can find it. It's great, yeah.
The texture can be a bit funny for people because the bones are hollow. They're edible, of course, but that can throw people off. But I really like it.
Yeah, some great seafood across the country. And yeah, I'm sure in later episodes we're going to be dabbling a bit deeper.
We're getting ideas all the time, aren't we?
Hey. Yeah.
Comment and like, give us your ideas.
Is there any particular fishmonger you use to get in off the fishing?
At the moment we're using Kish Fish, so that comes in fresh.
That's who I buy off in town.
Smithfield, yeah.
So they give us in the fish whenever we want it, like, so it's always fresh. Like, we always sort of know nearly how many covers we're going to do a day, so you aim for that, and then next morning come in at 10 o'clock, start again. You know, chips are blanched fresh every morning, and just keep going and going.
It's a job I couldn't do.
That's a bit of crack.
One of these will kill everybody or are half alcoholics. So which one are you?
Bit of both. It's either that or stay at home with the 4 kids, like, so.
No, I'd rather come in and shoot with people as well.
I come in here for peace and quiet, like, so.
You know, look at the bigger picture and think about how can we enhance what Bray has to offer to try and attract people to enjoy.
You can see that with the entertainment, the choice
Yeah.
of entertainment you guys here, not only during the week but obviously at the weekends as well.
Yeah.
One of my favourite pubs in the entire country because the crack, the atmosphere and how it's broken up.
Music,
After a
comedy, dog friendly.
And the staff are really nice, really, really cool, very relaxed. The place you can come have a
And
chat,
a very,
sit
very
down.
short walk to the coastline here as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Sweet.
James, did you know Ireland is the 20th biggest island in the world? Yeah.
Nice.
So obviously Ireland is an island and people come here, they
Outtakes.
So Ireland is an island, and you wouldn't be mistaken for thinking. Does that even make sense? You wouldn't be mistaken for thinking.
For assuming.
Yeah, all right. Ireland is an island.
Keep it simple. Simplify it.
Ireland is an island, and you'd assume by thinking we need a lot of seafood, but we don't.
Just assume maybe.
You assume we all right, cool, good.
Is it the Ireland and the island in the one sentence that's thrown? You?
Yeah. Obviously, Ireland is an Ireland. Obviously, Ireland. I talk in my sleep sometimes. I guarantee tonight, Florence and
Pop out.
McGovern. Ireland is an island.
And it'll be perfect, what?
Take 47.
Flames with seafood. A little bit like someone's antique. Oh, jeez, hold on.
Do you know what'd be good actually, James, right? Because we
It's a good place to go swimming, but not really for the kids because all the pebbles and stones. I'm talking I like to get me fish in once. What am I talking about?
that line you said.
Do you like fish? I like fish. Please don't talk about that fish yet.
I do like to get mine. Wouldn't it be 5 a day?
Omega-3.
Yes. We were talking off camera not too long ago about the dolphins. Do you remember? I remember I said it to you.
Yeah.
Right, so when I started tour guiding, I obviously was learning on the job a little bit, apart from what I already knew, but once I got in the door, I had to learn some things on the spot. And sometimes, particularly when you're learning the job, when not to talk, because I just talk constantly. I was only my third full day, and it was a 13-hour day going out west. And we were only after the Cliffs of Moher, so I still had another 2-hour drive to Galway. And then after that, do a walking tour, and then a 3-hour drive home to Dublin. And at this stage of the day, I had told them absolutely everything I knew. I told them everything. I was panicking. And we were driving down close to where Doolin is. We're Doolin onto Fanor. And I just started talking about dolphins. Because we were going to be driving along the coast for about a half an hour. And I was like, tell them something. I was like, sometimes you see dolphins here. I didn't know if you did or not. Apparently you actually do. But I started talking about bottlenose dolphins, the colour of them, and I could think about when they bred, male, female, fungi down in Bleeding Kerry, big dolphins, small dolphins, medium-sized dolphins. Next thing I knew, I'm talking about dolphins for about 12 bleeding minutes on the bus. I could even feel the driver looking over me like, what are you doing? I was with Richard O'Brien, this lunatic that we used to work with. But when we got further down the coast, we got to Ballyvaughan, went through Ballyvaughan. There used to be a horse that stuck his head out every day. Do you remember the horse? We used to stop and feed him. But anyway, I'm still fucking talking about dolphins, right? I'm panicking in my own head going, Noel, shut fucking up talking about dolphins. Well, the next thing, Richard O'Brien pulls up, lowers down the window. The horse's head's at the window and he shouts across me, have you seen any dolphins? And I was like, oh, thanks very much, Richard. And I just shut the fuck up. And there's I remember seeing it, there's big dolphins, there's little dolphins, and there's medium-sized dolphins. I'm like, what?
Did you actually see
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, stop. Have you any ones like that, James?
I went, oh Jesus, I was in Florence.
So is this
And,
something you done?
There's something I did, it's actually not that bad. Well, I can tell it. But we had a few points that night anyway, Raker points. And same thing, about halfway through the tour, so I knew the group knew me at this stage, everything's running fine. Once again, I was drilling into them, you have to be on time. We're leaving Italy and we're going up to, I think we're going to Vienna, we're going up to Austria. And my whole group were on the bus ready to go. The bus driver was there, everything was loaded. There was 4 coaches leaving the same spot at the same time. I was still asleep in beds. The reps came up, banged on the door, like, Jimmy, get out, the bus is waiting. So I just fucking threw everything in the bag, ran out, jumped on the first bus I saw, put my bag and all underneath, grabbed the mic, said, yeah, come on everybody, looked around, didn't recognise anybody on the bus, looked over, there's my bus, everyone's banging on the door. You fucking idiot. The walk of shame, walking back off the bus, taking me bag, putting it back on the other one.
Did they all copy? Did they all see it?
Oh, they were breaking up, Alex laughing on it.
Brave for love.
I always look up and like they say,
And I didn't see the thing about the frontline workers.
not all heroes.
Yeah.
On your take it.
Bring us home.
Oh yeah. Not all superheroes wear capes. Some wear scrubs and gowns.
That's cool.
H for help, I'm thirsty.